Yo, what up, guys? It is Kyle Beast here coming at you with that NFL Week 8 preview. This is what we got for the show today. We got Falcons at Titans, Rams at Cowboys, Jags at Steelers, Bengals at 49ers. We got Sunday Night Football, Bears at Chargers, and Monday Night Football, Raiders at Lions. If you have enjoyed these videos and this is something you usually like to watch, do go ahead and just hit that subscribe and like button, please. It takes about 2 seconds and it helps me out a ton. But without that being said, let's just get into the video. Let's go. We got Falcons at Titans. Man, Hotlanta Nation, I bet you guys, we're just all loving this, right? We're a legit contender, not Super Bowl contender, playoff contender this year. And we're winning games. Our offense looks better and better each week, and our defense is playing lights out. It's been awesome. But this is definitely a game the Falcons should win. We need to win this game, and every Falcons fan should expect them to win, right? With that being said, I would be just extremely disappointed if we lose this game, and I would be extremely disappointed if we lost this game even with Ryan Tannehill not playing. He did get ruled out, by the way. He's out. So the Titans are looking to go with Will Levis getting the start, but we're not entirely sure. Maybe. I guess both Levis and Malik Willis are going to be used in this game, which honestly seems kind of like a recipe for disaster, right? Titans have been pretty bad all year, except for their pass rush, and they obviously have like a pretty good run game, right, with King Henry. So that does make me just a little worried, because those are obviously where the Falcons' weakest points are, our pass protection and our rush defense. But no, we should definitely win this game, and I'm excited to watch the Titans, actually, because I haven't watched them a whole lot. So I'm excited to see how Tajay Spears looks. He's that rookie running back who's been playing pretty well for him. And with the two young QBs playing this one, I mean, the Falcons have no excuse to lose this game, right? I expect our defense to do a really good job, get after the quarterback position, and probably put our offense, into just great positions the entire game. So I'm rocking with Atlanta, going 27-10 in this one. The lines is Atlanta -2.5. I live in Utah, so I can't bet on point spreads. But if I could, I would throw easy money on this one. I will be so disappointed if we do not cover this 2.5 spread and win the game. So I have Atlanta covering easy. The over-under is 35. I know I have 27-20, so I did pick the over. But I would bet the under. I can just maybe see our offense being inconsistent again. With all the turnovers that we've had in the red zone, we're due for a big game. But this Titans defense, this Titans team is tough. They definitely make it tough on you. So I would actually go under on this one if I could bet. But I can't, again, because I'm in Utah, and it sucks. But that's all I got for you on that Hotlanta Titans game. It's going to be a Hotlanta dub for sure. You can book that one. Rams at Cowboys. Excuse me, sorry, my throat's been hurting a little bit. The Rams, they've been a pretty interesting team all year, right? All games have been pretty competitive, but they definitely lack the talent compared to the higher tier teams. But they have, Stafford and McVay that obviously holds them in it, but they're also losing games like they shouldn't, like last week, against the Steelers. Like, they're a much better team than the Steelers, and it's really because of that poor offensive line and their lack of talent that really, really makes them struggle and lose games. So I'm actually, a lot of guys are like pretty high on this Rams team. I definitely think they have like a good chance of making the playoffs. I just don't think they're as good as people think. I think Dallas definitely just is a much better team overall. Cowboys, they've been very good, right? Their defense has been solid. Their offense has been below average, though, and it's actually been pretty disappointing, I think, for everybody. Sorry about that. Hit my mic. There we go. It's still working. Okay. I think the Cowboys need to make a trade for a running back, truthfully. I mean, we've kind of seen how the run game has been out of sorts because, Tony Pollard isn't a 3-down back. No running back in this league should be a 3-down back these days anyway, and Rico Dowdle is just not really getting it done as the backup. I'm not saying they should trade for anything crazy. Like, I'm hearing King Henry rumors. That's absurd. Very, very unlikely that actually happens. But I'd definitely like to see someone in there helping Tony P a little bit. I don't know any names who are on the trade block, but maybe, I actually have no idea. I haven't really looked into it, but definitely not King Henry, just someone that can kind of help out Tony P a little more. Obviously a bigger guy that can just take away like the red zone carries and just the 3rd and 1, 2nd and 2s and whatnot. But I expect this game to be a little bit competitive, but ultimately the Cowboys kind of getting after them late game, right? The Cowboys pass rush, is really legit, right? I mean, they got some dogs on this pass rush. Obviously Micah Parsons, but I do just want to kind of go over it and look at it. Obviously they have Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, Odigizua, Durant Armstrong, Jonathan Hankins. I mean, they have some dogs, and then they have Mozzie Smith and Neville Gallimore that just help with the run game. So their D line is really really good. And this Rams pass pro is really bad. So I'm gonna say the Cowboys get this win, 30-17. Dallas is a 6-point favorite. I'd be very surprised if they win this game by less than 6 points. I say Dallas covers easy. Over under's 45.5. I'd probably take the under in this one too. I know I'm sitting at 47 just like last time, but with both of these defenses playing pretty good and both their offenses like being inconsistent and struggling, I would say maybe this could definitely be at the lower side. I put 30 points for the Cowboys because I anticipate their defense to maybe help them get on the board a little bit. Whether that's good field position or just them getting a touchdown itself. But I would go under for 45.5 for sure. And Dallas, easy. I actually think the Cowboys and Falcons are both locks just as far as betting goes. But obviously this is the NFL, right? There's no such thing as a lock. But definitely Cowboys 30-17. Let's go. Now let's get into that Jags at Steelers game. This is funny. Both these teams are 5-2. Both these teams haven't looked near as good as their record, mainly being the Steelers. The Steelers look like a pretty 4-2 team. Sorry, the Steelers are 4-2. But this Jags offense, I mean, it's getting better and better each week, right? One thing Trevor's been doing that I'm not loving is kind of when he gets uncomfortable in his scheme. He's looked uncomfortable all year, right? And he tends to go back to the wide receivers he has rapport with, right? So he takes the ball away from Calvin Ridley a little bit. Like, I've been trying to see if teams are rolling coverage to Calvin Ridley. I mean, they are sometimes, but really not a lot. Calvin Ridley isn't getting double teamed that much. I really feel like they just need to start finding ways to get Calvin Ridley going in this offense. I mean, with him being a threat, they have a ridiculous amount of weapons. Zay Jones is not playing in this game, though, so that could be, maybe Calvin Ridley does get a little more options here and just targets because Zay Jones isn't going to be playing. But one thing I love that Trevor Lawrence said, he said, hey, you guys keep having your opinions. We're going to keep finding ways to keep winning. I mean, that's what this league is about, right? And both these teams haven't been that good, but they have been finding ways to win. So I think that's really cool for both of them. Steelers, I don't think this team is that good at all, but hey, they keep finding ways to win games, and good for them. So shout out to Mike Tomlin and this organization for making it just look so easy. I mean, I personally think this is a horrible 4-2 team. This offense has been so bad, and teams have been able to move the ball down the field on them pretty consistently, but you got to give credit where it's due, and they're winning games, and the defense isn't giving up that many points. So even though the offenses have been able to move the field or move the ball down the field, they haven't given up that many points, so you got to give them credit there, but I think the Jags is a much better team in this one. I like their offense a whole lot better, and their defense just as much as the Steelers, honestly, because their secondary is really good. I'm pretty sure Tyson Campbell is coming back and playing in this game. He's their best corner. He's out of Georgia, by the way. I think they drafted him a couple years ago. In a game where both teams just keep finding ways to win, I got to side with the better quarterback and the better team. So I'm actually going Jags in a close one, 24-16. The line here is Jacksonville Jacksonville is the favorite by 2 points. I say Jags cover that one. The over-under is 40.5. I would take the over. I know they both have two really good defenses and their offenses are struggling, but I definitely think the over is the right way to go here. Bengals at 49ers. Are we gonna see 3 straight losses for the 49ers this year? I'm not so sure. I think it'd be kind of cool. I don't think so, though. Brock Purdy is playing. When I did write this up, I thought he wasn't going to play, so I did take the Bengals, so I'm going to have to kind of mess with this. Bengals, they've been playing much better football, right? And hopefully they're finally healthy coming off of that bye week, especially Joe Burrow. I mean, the pass pro has been awful in Cincy, and against this 49ers team, it's just not going to be any better. The 49ers have a really good pass rush as well. Obviously Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, and just a bunch of other guys. Let me go look at it, actually. I kind of want to see it. Why is this being such a bitch? Here we go. I know I'm missing a couple guys. Yes, they drafted Drake Jackson out of USC a couple years ago. Eric Armstead, Javon Hargrave. That's the guy I was missing. He's really good. And they just they just traded for Randy Gregory, which is really cool. I know Javon Kinlaw has been kind of a bust. I haven't been able to watch him a whole lot this year, so I don't know. But man, this 49ers pass rush is pretty solid. So I think it's going to be a tough game for Joe Burrow in Cincinnati. This is such a really hard game to predict, right? Because I can see it going in so many ways. Right? I can see Brock Purdy not having to do a whole lot and just keeping the ball into Christian McCaffrey's hands in their run game, and then just playing off. Deebo Samuel isn't playing in this game, and he's been struggling without Deebo. So I don't know, man. I can just see it going one too many ways. The Bengals obviously could come out and just play really good offense, and Joe Burrow slice him up, and Brock Purdy have to beat Joe Burrow, which I just don't think that can happen. But just with this pass rush for the 49ers and them just coming off two straight losses, I'm going to have to go 49ers in this. I had Bengals winning it 21-17 in a close one, but man, I'm going to say I'm going to go 27-21 49ers. That would mean San Francisco's a 5-point favorite. That would mean they cover. And let me go check out their. Oh my god, it's so annoying. So I do have the 49ers covering in this one, going 27-21. They're 5.5-point line, I guess, now. And the over-under is 43.5. With Brock Purdy playing, I guess I'd just take the over, just because I think both offenses are pretty good and both defenses have been struggling. But I don't know. That's really. Do you think the Bengals can get roughly around 20 points, 21 to 24 points against this defense? I actually like the under a little more. I'd go under. Sunday Night Football, we got Bears at Chargers. Bears, they've been looking better and better each week, right? Especially their defense. But with a backup quarterback against a very talented Chargers team, it's pretty hard for me to like them in this one. Chargers, they've been the most disappointing in the league by far this season for me, and a loss to the Bears, who just put the cherry on top for everyone. I actually think it'd be hilarious, and I kind of hope it does happen because then Staley is getting fired immediately, and I actually think it'd be a good thing either way, even if Staley does get fired. I don't like Staley. I think he's just been a mess ever since he came in with LA, and I mean he's a defensive guy, and their defense has been atrocious, even with all the talent they have. So, yeah, I think it'd be hilarious to see. I think this game's definitely going to be more competitive than people think, though. The Chargers' offense has had a lot of struggles, and Bears' D starting to play better. So I'm going Chargers 21-13. The Chargers are an 8.5-point favorite right now, and I actually think the Bears cover that. And I'd bet the under in this game. It's 46.5, and I would very much so say the under. I actually think that's kind of a steal, for how both teams are playing. But obviously, this is the NFL. You never get any free bets, unfortunately. But let's get into Monday Night Football. Raiders at Lions. I mean, with the exception of Mad Max Crosby, I mean, I hate everything about this Raiders team, right? I hate their coach. I hate their quarterback. I like Devontae Adams. I wish they traded him. I think they need to just stop. I would trade Josh Jacobs easy and Devontae Adams easy right now and just rebuild. I definitely keep Max Crosby, but I don't like their defense other than Max. I don't like their offense. I think they're a really bad football team that has some potential to win games, right? 'Cause they have experience, with Jimmy G and Devontae Adams and a pretty just solid experienced offense. But I think the Lions are going to get after them for sure this week. They had a tough week last week. I fully expect them to just put that behind them and have a very great bounce back week against a pretty bad team. I think the Lions have been really good at dominating inferior teams all season. I mean, you saw what they did against the Bucs. You saw what they did against the Falcons. I mean, each team that they've been better than, they have really shown that they're better than them, and they are way better than the Raiders. So I'm going Lions 27-10. Lions are an 8.5-point favorite. I got the Lions covering definitely. The over-under is 46, and this one's tough, right? 46. I mean, I think over-under is by far the hardest thing to bet on in football because, I mean, a field goal, when you think about it, you're like, right, the Lions could probably easily get up 27 points, right, against this defense. And the Raiders, I mean, they could get roughly 7-17, truthfully, on the Lions defense. Maybe not 17, 7-14. And that puts us right at that sweet spot, right? 47. Where am I at? Oh, no, I'm only at 37. Okay, I bet the under. Never mind. Sorry, I was thinking it. Yeah, jeez, my apologies. I bet the under for sure. I thought their over under was 40, not 46. So I'd go under for sure on this. I don't think the Raiders. I think the Lions defense is good. I think it's only that high because of what the Ravens did against the defense. But the Lions have a good defense. That was just the Ravens' day. So definitely go under on this 46.5. I like that a lot. The Lions, I don't see them putting up 30 points. And even if they do, let's say they put up 30 points and the Raiders put up 15, I mean, you still get that under. So I'd definitely go there. But that's all we got for you this week. I mean, it's a pretty short, simple video. I try to get people on the show, to make it a little longer, just give us more stuff to talk about. But I think the short and easy ones are kind of fun too. But hey, let's go Hotlanta. Come on, Hotlanta Nation, let's go. We got this, man. We're about to be 5-3. Let's go look at our schedule because we have some time to just kind of hang out, right? It's only been 15 minutes, so let's go find it. Here we go. Titans, we're gonna beat the Titans. Vikings is tough. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think we're the better team for sure, but who knows what we're gonna get with Kirk Cousins. Cardinals, I think we beat the Cardinals for sure. Saints, I think we beat the Saints for sure. Jets will be an interesting game. Bucks, we should sweep them. I don't think the Bucks are good at all. I hope we sweep the Panthers. I think we should. Then, I don't know, the Colts will be a fun game. I think we probably beat them just because, Gardner Minshew. Bears, it'll be Justin Fields. The Bears could probably get us in that one. And then Saints again. I mean, dude, if we go... Have we lost a division game yet? No, our first division game was last week. Okay. If we go 6-0 in the division, that'd be pretty cool. Probably not going to happen. Saints or Bucks probably get us once. Or Panthers. I mean, someone's going to get us once. It'd be cool if we do, though. But we're definitely... I definitely see us as a playoff team this year. We'll just kind of see how it goes and play it each week by week. But, I mean, offense is looking good. We're kind of due for... We're due for a high-scoring game. We've just had stupid mistakes, right? Obviously, if you didn't catch my video last week, go look at my Week 7 preview and see what I just had to say about the Falcons. I got chapters and everything, so it takes 5 minutes. But we're going to wrap this one up. And, yeah, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Like I said, it takes about 2 seconds. Helps me a ton. But, hey, man, we'll catch you guys next week, and we'll be talking a lot of Falcons and kind of going over all these games, and it'll be fun. But we'll see you next time.